That's fatal.
How's it going, Proper Squad? Fatal Steven here, and in today's video we'll be looking over a feature I forgot to mention in last video, as well as using that feature to create SHANE THORNE and an updated MACE. Also, to all the comments that I bugged about my bed, I made my bed. There you go, the clothes are gone. Okay, hope you're happy. Fuck. So in my last video I mentioned a bunch of bugs and new features that came with version 1.09. And with that came the crashing. And for me, I don't really play a lot of universe mode, so I don't really experience universe mode crashing or my GM crashing. I don't really care about those modes. I play just to play like the exhibition and all that stuff. So it doesn't really crash for me that much, and it hasn't on the PS4 until version 1.9 when it started crashing with the uploading of the renders or just trying to edit my superstars. It would start crashing. So I know a lot of people are experiencing crashings in different areas. Some people experience it in universe mode and it still hasn't been fixed. Some experience it in my GM mode, and some are experiencing it like myself in the creation suite pretty much. So after version 1.09, no matter what I did when it came to uploading renders, updating attires, every time I tried to edit my superstars, my PS4 would crash, and it was just getting on my nerves. So one thing I did that helped was I reinstalled the whole game. So if you plan on doing this, the crashing will happen less when it comes to at least editing your superstar and your attires. When I reinstalled my game, I was able to edit my attires and upload like at least 6 or 7 renders in a row before the first crash happened. So it still crashed, but it crashed less at least. So what I did on PS4 was first I backed up my game save, either via USB or do it via PS storage on the cloud, okay? Step 2, delete the game. Don't delete the save data, just delete the game off of your PS4. 3, put the disc back in or click on the digital file and let the reinstall happen. Step 4, when you're in the game, let the in-game install happen, because you know how the game on PS4 has to install twice. And when that's finished, then your save should already be working. If not, you can then copy it from the USB or the cloud storage. Your save is still on your PS4, so it should automatically, work. But if your save breaks, that's why you made the backup in the beginning. So once the full reinstall happens, creating your attires and fixing your custom superstars and uploading renders and updating renders will at least work, consecutively until it finally crashes. I can't say it's gonna fix the universe mode in my GM because, like I said, I don't play those modes, and those modes have been broken since the beginning. 2K has yet to fix those modes even on new consoles. So hopefully a reinstall helps you guys, do more stuff before the crash happens. 2K really needs to get on top of their shit with this one. This is the worst crashing I've seen since, the game's launch. So hopefully by the time the Bonsai pack comes out, there's a fix for it, and PS4 users are able to play with less crashing or no crashing at all. So with that being said, I got really tired of my PS4 crashing, and I did what this user right here told me to, and that is get a PS5. So I got a PS5, and yeah, I've been good ever since. No crashing at all. Now, obviously, this is a joke. I didn't get a PS5 just because this user told me to. I was really tired of my PS4 crashing. It's an OG PS4. I've had it for 10 years. I've been looking for a PS5 for a year. It just so happened to line up perfectly as I was out in the mall. I walked into a store, and I was like, hey, you don't have a PS5 bundle, do you? And they're like, matter of fact, we have one more. So I was able to get myself a PS5 bundle that came with an extra controller and a charging dock. And you know what? I'm a happy sailor, you know what I mean? I'm a happy camper, okay? This is obviously not a solution to preventing crashing. I jokingly posted it on the community tab saying, I better not crash once, and everyone was letting me know that it will, yeah, no, it's still gonna crash. Yeah, I know it's gonna crash. It's the game, it's not the consoles. This game played on the PS4 perfectly fine until these recent updates, and then it started crashing crazily. So I know it's not the console, it's actually the game. So yeah, don't go out there buying PS5s or buying next-gen consoles just to prevent crashing, okay? I picked up a console because I wanted to get a console, not just for 2K22, okay? Just setting the record straight there, yeah. So with that being said, we are going to download SHANE THORNE, as well as an updated MACE, and LIV MORGAN 20. So a feature that came with the 1.09 update that I forgot to mention was the feature that you can remove slapjacks, maces, and T-Bar's masking off for some reason. You can just remove them. You can't do it with the Mysterios of Lucha Party, but you can just do it for Retribution. That's awesome. That's literally something that people had to use a glitch for, and whenever we tried to edit the attire, the mask came back. Now, this time you can edit their tires and the mask stays off. As always, go to online options, make sure your 2K account is linked, and this right here is on, or else you won't see crossplay communications. and we are going to search for Shane Thorne or Slapjack. We're going to search for Slapjack. Slapjack. Now, when you look for Slapjack, Shane Thorne should automatically pop up. Here we go. We have alt attire, Shane Thorne 20. Because like I said, you can remove the mask now, so people can create actual attires and the mask stays off. So either one of these really work. Shane Thorne 20 is probably the best one. It comes with the full attire. So download this right here. Upvote and download. It's created by Burb or Blakey Cafe, and the hashtags are Shane Thorne and Shane TMDK. But you can also just look for Slapjack like I just did in the video. Once we're done with that, we're going to search for MACE. Next superstar, MACE. And you shall see Dark Match 41522 right here by Almost Silver Zet, aka Terrell Civ. My boy, I messaged him on PlayStation Messages and I said, hey, if you can make the attire for MACE's Dark Match, that'd be amazing. And he said, finished. There we go. Super fast. He's awesome. He said, big thumbs up by MACE. I also said, you the man, thank you. I hope it hasn't been crashing as much after the reinstall. He said it crashed just a little bit ago while coloring Geneva Rose's attire. So like I said at the beginning of the video, reinstalling your game from PS4 will not stop the crashing, but it will crash less. So as you can see for Mar Silver Z over here, it just crashed a little bit ago while he was coloring an attire, but it doesn't crash all the time now. So thank you so much, Terrell Silv, for the Dark Match attire right here. So we have MACE's updated attire. You can upload and download that. And you can pretty much make this an alternate attire, as well as the Shane Thorne. I personally kept them as two different models, but yeah, you can make them alternate attires, and it will, you know, go underneath Slapjack and MACE. Let's go to Edit Superstar. We have Dark Match MACE right here. Go to Edit. Personal information. Go ahead and change the name however you want it, or you can just keep it how it is. I mean, it's an accurate title. And then you would go to Use as alternate attire. Yes. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to use the alternate attire. I use it as a separate model, so I'm just going to keep it how it is. But that's what you guys would do. And for Shane Thorne, you will do the same thing, or keep him a separate model. I kept Shane Thorne a separate model, and I also gave him a render. Okay, so that right there is Mason Shane Thorne. And next up, we're going to download LIV MORGAN 20, and this is pretty much her unused model. It has her cut attire, as well as her hair doesn't move. And you're literally just going to search LIV MORGAN. Search up LIV MORGAN, boom. Go to most downloaded. And when you're on the most downloaded, you will see right here, LIV MORGAN 20 by Whatsthestatus, the real Whatsthestatus. So we're going to click on LIV MORGAN 20, upvote, and download. This is the attire that, if you look at her in-game image, is the attire she's using. But obviously when she comes out, it's not that attire. So her custom render in-game uses this attire. I believe it can be used as an alternate attire. So go ahead and make an alternate attire. If I remember correctly, you can use it as an alternate attire. Okay, so now you have LIV MORGAN, MACE, as well as Shane Thorne. And before we get into the entrances, remember how in my last video I mentioned that person that goes by the name of Acknowledge Me? This person would change their name from Whatsthestatus to Acknowledge Me, but they were not Whatsthestatus, okay? Don't get it mixed up. They were not Whatsthestatus, okay? They were constantly changing their name, and obviously they uploaded Omos and Casey early, and then they got suspended. Well, it turns out they're back right here, and they're going by the name of Not Here. You can't see it because my webcam is blocking, but they're going by the name of Not Here. Let me close my webcam right there. So as you can see, creator name is Not Here, and they already uploaded the bonsai pack again. So if you click on this gorilla called Gallus, and you click on download, it says you need the bonsai pack, but it already has 12 downloads. So I don't understand that. Okay, click on the content by the creator. It seems like all his content's still here, which means the Seth Rollins stuff that I said you can't get anymore, you can get it again. The Triple H and Shawn Michaels DXs, you can get them again. Okay, let's check out the entrances for the superstars we just downloaded. So we'll make Shane Thorne's partner LIV MORGAN. But as you can see, the in-game LIV MORGAN, her custom render is the attire that we just downloaded. And then we have her LIV MORGAN 21, the unused model that I made separate, and I gave her the similar render. We'll make them face off against the original LIV MORGAN, so you can see how the attire is different. And the partner will be MACE. So as you can see, we have MACE and MACE 22, which is his updated attire. There you go. So as you can see, it's the unused attire, unused model, and the hair doesn't flow. So the hair is going to be stuck like that throughout the whole match. It's unfortunate, but you know, the model isn't finished. That's why it wasn't usable. So the hair will stay like that. Next up, we got Slapjack, aka Shane Thorne. He will have the, like I said, the face paint on still. That's just a given. You can't really remove that. But his mask is off, and he has the Shane Thorne attire on, and it looks great. Looks great in game. He still acts like Slapjack though, obviously. Now we have the actual Liv Morgan with the flowing hair and the in-game attire that she came with, which is that right there. Now you can obviously give her her jacket as well if you wanted to. And then finally we have Mace with his updated dark match attire. There we go. Looks perfect. And there you have it, guys. Go ahead and download Mace, Shane Thorne, as well as Liv Morgan 20. Let's watch it, guys. Be sure to give the video a like, subscribe, and notifications on, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay proper. Peace.